Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. That was such a enthralling message for all of us. You know, I usually think there are two types of people in society. One who stay in their field, another who cross over to the other field. There are lawyers who have crossed over to politics. Like we have Meenakshi Lekhiji, Mahatma Gandhi is one of them, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. And there are lawyers, judges who have crossed over to the spiritual field. There is one Swami called Judge Swami. Have you heard of him or not? He was a judge and he became a Swami. He was near Salem. He was living in Salem. His name became Judge Swami. He started an ashram. And there are Swamis who have gone across to the politics. There are many Swamis who are sitting in the parliament too. You are aware of that. And there are those who stick to their field. I'm one of them who's sticking to their field. These four pillars of society, judiciary, spiritual and religious field, government and media. These four fields have to be fearless and free. That indicates the society's health. Today, with the amount of scams and the influence that these four pillars of society has come under, is something very critical. People in the religious and spiritual field, instead of uplifting people, they create fear in them. कुछ भी हो तो ये कर दो, ये कर दो, ये कर दो, इतना पैसा चढ़ा दो, तुम्हारा ठीक हो जाएगा. And we consider these rituals and these things as spirituality. You can see even ads in the television open. Oh, ऐसा यंत्र बना रहे हैं, ऐसा मंत्र बना रहे हैं, 5 लाख दे दो. The other day, one gentleman came from Hyderabad and said, one Swami said, 5 lakhs you give, I'll give you an yantra and your hotel will run very nicely. He gave 5 lakhs and brought the yantra, kept it in the hotel. He said, the business went down even further. I don't know what to do now. I was promised my business will flourish because of I keep this yantra. See, in the name of spirituality, so many such things are happening in the society now. But there is no control. Nobody to control, nobody to even educate them. Spirituality is not this. Spirituality is to be honest to yourself, to be in touch with your very core, to be connected to that by which everything is happening. Meditation is the essence of spirituality. Humanness is the essence of spirituality. Compassion and happiness is the essence of spirituality. Instead of that, spirituality, like the lawyer's profession that we heard now, has also become, spirituality has become a sort of profession for some people and exploitation for others. These four pillars of society should not come under the influence of others. They should have a free thinking. किसी के प्रभाव में आके नहीं काम करना चाहिए. दबाव में या प्रभाव में आके नहीं होना चाहिए. चाहे कोई भी हो, लॉ एक होना चाहिए. The law is one for all. But so to ensure this is happening, I think many people have crossed over from one field to another. Why would lawyers go to parliament? They know because parliament is not functioning well. Let us go and set that right. Why would judges become swamis? They see that there is a vacuum, there is a lack in the spiritual arena of society. So that need to be strengthened. If any one of this is not strengthened, there is a serious problem will happen in society. Our ancient people said Panchayat. We just heard about Panchayat. It's a very beautiful concept of Panchayat. All cases would be solved right there. Panchayat, there are 5 type of people. One who analyzes the past, another one who gives direction to the future, third one who maintains the equanimity, and the fourth one who adds some humor in the situation, see it from a humorous perspective, and fifth one with compassion. So we also had Panchadevata. So these are the 4 type of people we find in society. Those who are very sharp and very creative, like the sun, and those who just maintain or manage, like Vishnu, and those who brings transformation and drastic change, like Shiva, and those who adds some humor and lightness to the air, like Ganesha, and then like Devi, the lady should be part of every panchayat. A woman should be part of panchayat because a lady brings her own angle of compassion. So when these 5 people used to sit, they used to solve all the problems. But now, what is the connection between religion or spirituality and legal field? In the legal field, you are judging others. Spirituality helps you to judge yourself. In the past, our justice system was such, we used to ask the culprit what punishment you would like to have. And the culprit would say the punishment for himself, what type of punishment he deserves. And the judges will reduce that punishment. He'll say, don't be hard on yourself, don't do this. You have heard about Kumari Bhatta. He did something wrong the moment he realized, because all mistakes happen in an unconscious state of mind. I want to tell you a story. Once a saint was sitting on the bank of Ganga, and a thief came by. Sometimes thieves also take blessings because they are in a very tough profession for them. Very difficult, especially the police force is good. They go more to temples and take blessing from saints. So he came and asked, took blessings. And when you take blessings, you also have to give some promises. So the thief told the Swami, Swamiji, you tell me anything I will do, but don't tell me not to steal. This I cannot do. Please tell me anything else, any other seva I will do, but don't give me that don't steal. So that Swami said, okay. He just thought for a minute. He smiled at him and said, okay, don't steal. I won't say you can steal, but you steal with awareness, consciously. Just before stealing, you become very conscious of your own hands. Know that God has given you 2 hands, and then you steal. So a month later, he came back to Swamiji, and he said, Swamiji, you have destroyed my profession. I am finished. He said, but every time I became aware of my hand, God has given me hands, and I tried to steal, I could not do that. It would not let me do it. So it's done now, finished. You have to now give me another profession. So the rule was, the culprit was asked, what punishment you have done this mistake, so what punishment you deserve? And culprit would say, I want this punishment. And the judges would say, no, you don't need to do that. They would reduce the punishment. This is called prayaschit. Spirituality encourages prayaschitta. Prayaschitta means when you know you committed a mistake, you do prayaschitta. Means chitta is our consciousness, our mind. Prayaschitta means take it back to the original state where it was before you committed a mistake. Take it back to that origin of consciousness when you were fresh, alive and nirdosh, free from any blemish. So we said our Atma is nirdosh. Atma is, nirdosh means free from any blemish, any sins. In this country we never believe sin is our original thing. We say sin is something which has come over because of lack of awareness. Naham karta, kama karta. The desires in me, the wrong desires in me made me commit a mistake, and it is not me who is doing the mistake. Our original nature is far from a culprit. So, prayaschitta is the language of spirituality. Punishment is the language of legal system. And when these two were working together, then they were asked, the culprit was asked, what prayaschitta you would like to do? This is the mistake you did. In fact, people used to come voluntarily and say, I committed the confession. Confession started like that. I did this mistake. Now give me some punishment. I need to repent for that. I want to do prayaschitta. I want to get rid of this bad karma right here. The principle of philosophy of karma is something that held together this continent, I would like to say. It's not just India, all India and all through the East, people believed in karma. The principle of karma, whatever you do, I will come back to you. So better don't do things which you don't want to be done to you. And of course, this is in Europe also. Don't do to others what you don't want them to do to you. But here it is very clearly enunciated, karma and your dharma. What's your dharma and what's your karma? So today's situation, I hardly see there is any prayaschitta anywhere happening. This concept of prayaschitta itself is being forgotten. In a day-to-day prayers, we included pranayama. Say pranayamam prayaschitta pranayamam. Say when you do pranayam, it becomes prayaschitta. Means your consciousness gets revived again. You become fresh and alive. You are not just money-minded. You are not thinking about only yourself. You are thinking of the greater good of everybody. Greater good of. What is nyaya? Among the 6 darshanas, we have nyaya is the first darshana. Nyaya, Vaisheshika, Sankhya and Yoga comes the 4th. And then Karma, Mimamsa, finally Vedanta. The Nyaya, what is it? That which does larger good to the larger number of people is Nyaya. Anything that does that brings you long-term benefit for a larger number of people or larger good, greater good, that is dharma, that is nyaya. So, these points that we need to remember today. Well, let's take a look into ourselves. Are we free from tension? Are we free from stress? Are we taking some time before we give judgment to others? Are we calm and composed and serene without prejudice? This is very, very important. It's very relevant today. So an atmosphere which is congenial, which is harmonious, and a body which is healthy, a breath which is free from quiver, a mind free from confusion, intellect free from prejudice, a memory free from trauma, and a soul free from sorrow, will able to give justice to other people as well. So having said this, this is a good beginning. I heard in America, the civic society is invited to be part of the panel to judge. You might have heard about this. I don't think this can happen in this country till the education level or standards go a little higher here. Nevertheless, in villages, even today, Panchayat people have a lot of common sense. And they sit together, they resolve many issues. And it is good in a way. And mediation cell, which Justice Mehtaji has started, the collaboration with Art of Living. It's already 2 years now, 3 years, 5 years now. And we started, and a legal cell in Art of Living has been started all over the country in 10 states. Not yet all over the country, in 10 states, I think so. So these things, I would feel that this can help elevate the fear of people about the judicial system. How can someone go to a system and they are afraid of the system? How can they go to someone, a place to find solace if they're scared of that very system? And with erudite and good-hearted, good-intended lawyers and judges like you all, I'm sure we will be able to turn around the table and rekindle or re-establish much needed faith in the system, in lawyers, in judges, in society, as it is needed in every other field as well today. People don't believe in media, people don't believe in ashrams and sadhus and mahatmas, they don't believe in lawyers and judges, they don't believe in doctors, they don't believe in themselves. So lack of faith has enveloped this world over, I would say. 40% of population in Europe is depressed. Partially the reason is this. They don't know where to go, to whom to go, to find that inner comfort and solace. They lost faith in religion, they lost faith in spirituality. They lost faith in going and praying in churches and mosques or places of worship. And all that, they are left with nothing to hang on to in life. Families are broken, find everyone selfish. Corruption can only come down when sense of belongingness increases. I would say, where the sense of belongingness ends, that's where exactly corruption, crime, everything starts. If we can increase the sense of belongingness, and I feel that can happen through spirituality. If we can do that, we can give a better world for our younger generation than what we have inherited. All the best to all of you, all senior lawyers and judges have come here, and I would like you to continue this thinking and this process of rethinking and working out strategies, how we can give this message to more and more in this profession, in this noble profession. With these few words, I once again congratulate you all. Om Shanti.